Joyful day, beautiful beings, and joy for all things, beautiful hearts. It is mine truly, yours may be, Sierra M. Clark. Welcome to a truly unconventional episode of Beyond the Story Hearts Talk. Yes, this is an intentional space for us to be unconventional, meaning that we are allowed to do things as the world describes, step outside the box. But here it's so unconventional that I want to help us see that there was never a box in the first place. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to Beyond the Story um, podcast. I am your host, Sierra M. Clark, and it is a privilege to share my talent, time, and treasure with you today. Just real quick, this one is short, right? Be mindful of the stories and the narratives that you're believing that you feel like people ain't show up for you and it didn't go the way you wanted when some of those things could not have gone, it would not have gone the way you desired or hope when you have a level of self protection. You have your walls up, you have your heart guarded, you don't trust nobody. How could it have possibly worked out truly in your ultimate favor if you went into the situation already feeling that way? Somebody help me because I want to help us, right? Because a better you equals a better me. And so that's what I'm here to do. And that's really what the message in this episode is all about. It's just asking you to think about it. Think about it, right? Giving yourself a time to truly think before you keep telling that same story about who didn't do what for you when really you didn't do a thing for you. You didn't allow yourself to allow all things to be passed away and that all things can become new. And the thing that you said that you wanted and the thing that you showed up for, just like the other person place or thing showed up for, but your narrative about the thing is that it couldn't happen because, and not that the other person wasn't all in, and not that the other person didn't want to do their best, but oh, thee of little faith, if you went in lacking faith, if you went in with your heart guarded, if you went in with the narrative that this is going to turn out the way the last thing turned out, then how in this world or any other world could it have worked truly in your favor? Somebody help me and answer that for me because I'm inclined to believe that how you go into a situation plays an important part to what comes out the situation. So a lot of the things that we're telling ourselves about the experiences that we've had with other people, other places, other opportunities and other things and why it worked out the way that it did, it's not always on the onus of it not working out right or perfect or how you desire isn't always on the other person. Sometimes you are the reason of why it could not have worked in your favor because of the way you even came to the table. If you brought stale fruit and a thought process, how could it have? No, and don't get me wrong, because God is still great, right? God could still make that thing work together for your good. But even in the situations that God has done that and allowed it to work together for your good, you only saw and pointed the finger at the other person who was at the table with you, at the other person who was in the situation ship with you, at the other person who brought their best to the table. You only saw how they didn't show up, but you wasn't honest with yourself on how you truly showed up. Because I find it that some people be like, oh, well, I knew he was a liar. Oh, I knew he wasn't going to do it. Oh, I knew you was going to act that way. So if you knew that they were going to act that way, then why you mad? Why, why you mad that they actually acted the way that you knew that they were going to act? And so again, as so a man thinketh, your thoughts, our words are so powerful. Hear me out for a moment, right? Hear me out. Unconventionally, hear me out. Your words are just that powerful that you don't even have to speak them for them to start creating a thing, because you are thinking it, because you knew he wasn't shit, because you knew that they was this, and you knew that they weren't gonna show up like that. And then when they actually show you what you thought that you knew about them, again, somebody in the back corner helped me say, why you mad? If you knew that that's how that person was, then why you mad? You who you should be mad at, and allow me to help you be mad at you, so you can really shake yourself off and dust yourself off and literally truly get yourself back up again in a real state of being willing to show up for you in the way that you want other people to show up for you. Where is your faith? How is you saying, oh, it ain't gonna work, but you got somebody in this with you who have faith and is willing to step out, but it's you the one who not willing to step out? So you will give up on the thing before the thing could even become a thing, and then you mad because the thing did not um reap you the harvest that you desire. And then really the story and the narrative that you were telling yourself and the stuff that you were repeating out in the streets and out with your friends is that how that person didn't do a thing and they did this or they didn't do that, and you're not telling yourself the truth and nothing but the truth. So help yourself be a better version of yourself. That it was me. Like, this is one of my favorite things that I like to do, especially in groups, but even in individual and corporate situations, it works too. Spell issue with me. Somebody spell issue. Issue. ISSU. Issue. Because sometimes it's you. Yes. And it's just that simple. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes you are the weapon that's formed against you, not the other person. Not this. And don't you see that if God be before you, if you be for you, then nobody else can be against you. I don't care what it is that they plot, that they scheme, that they tried to do, it will still work together for your good. Meaning that even if it all crumbled, meaning that if you gave your all, you put your last dollar in, you love the person after you said you wasn't gonna love a person, and then it crumbled and it didn't work out, you would still be able to walk away with your soul feeling right well because you showed up with all of you. Yeah, and so that's what happens when you show up the way that you expect someone else to show up. Sometimes we don't want to love until a person show us that they gonna love. What you waiting on? So if you're waiting on a person to give you a thing that you should already start off the gate with, you should come out the gate with wanting to show up for yourself in a certain way. You should. You should start out the gate with wanting to come up um with wanting to show up for yourself. You should. And so it's really insane in your own membrane that you started to believe. This is what I'm trying to get us to see. We'll believe our own lie, right? Because a lie don't care who tells it. But also, guess what? This is an unconventional approach to it. The lie don't care who believes it either. And some of us are lying to ourselves. Stop lying to you and then being mad, talking about the other person lied to you, but you lied to you because you had already told yourself that you knew it wasn't going to work. And I know how this person is. And so if you knew that, then why you even went into business with the person? And then so when it don't work out the way you want, now you throw those things in about what you knew without even considering that what you knew played a part in it, because your words are valuable. Your words have power, even if you don't speak them. Thinking them is just as powerful. And so that's the message. Don't be so quick to point the finger about and tell the story, the one sided story about why it didn't work out and my life always like this and this is this and this and this, and not include the number one common denominator in the picture in every situation is you. Can't nothing but so great. Can't nothing feel wonderful if it don't start with you first, right? And so stop lying to yourself. Stop fabricating these things because it keeps you in your comfort zone of what you think that you're protecting yourself. But you're not protecting yourself when God sent somebody to help you get over that crossroads so you can love again. right? So that that new situation can turn out different. But if you're bringing your own your old ideas, your old fears, your old insecurities, your old ways into a new situation, it's you who are tainting the situation, not the other person, because scripture says that you should not put old wine in a new vessel. That's the message. Y'all keep smiling, y'all keep shining. A better you equals a better me.